like to call the Vault, and that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Carolina Panthers. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
First down, Buffalo.
They'll set up a screen for Breida. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Tackle made.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, the 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Allen. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. It's a big play for the Bills on 3rd down. And even 40 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. This is Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help. and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Play action. It's Burrow. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the ground, McCaffrey. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Burrow gets this one quickly out wide. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Bills 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Here's Breida. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Bills.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 26.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Complete to
it's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Buffalo.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Wild Bill. 58 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 37.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
They run with Breida. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now they'll throw with Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
15-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken around the 12. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Being chased out left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action with Burrow. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58. Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 58. 69. You must be treated.
And that'll set him back 5. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
It looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's the option. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
40-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Burrow. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. That one goes for 24 yards.
The 16-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out.
No gain on the
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do.
7.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his kick is indeed good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
the line to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 9.
Now Allen.
And 1 at the 46-yard.
Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Davis. Out of bounds at the 38-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
To go.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
A 55-yard attempt.
And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Carolina, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.